Hey guys, this is Naresh. So in this video, we will see one of the other question which is asked in Java interview that you have to find a factorial but without using a loop and you have to find it through recursion. So recursion is also one of the way through which we can find it factorial. So recursion means you're calling a method again and again. Okay, so it is not a while loop, but you're calling the method itself to find some output. So let's see how we can achieve that, and then we will see why we have written that program. So what I will do a right click and I will say new Java class, and here I will term it as fact recursion. Okay, all right. So this is a blank class. So I will give a main class here. So that would be public static void void main, and inside that I will give string arguments. Okay, so that is a standard way through which we define our main method. And here, as the first line of a code, we need to ask the user for the factorial. So I will give system dot out dot println, and I will ask the user to enter a number to find a factorial, right? Okay, so for that user will give me something. So I will declare a scanner class, scanner scan equal to new scanner. Okay, so just making sure whenever you're giving class name, it should start with a capital letter and the variable name should start with a small letter. That's a standard convention which we do in Java. So you will write system dot in. Okay, so here I have declared my standard class and now I want to store anything which has been given by the user. So I will say int n equal to scanner dot next int. Okay, so let's say user has given me 4. Now what I will do, I will create one more variable and maybe I will call it as fact or output. Okay, so this is a variable in which I will try to store the output of this program. Okay, so I will create one method here. Okay, so I will say fact, and here I can give my variable name which has been received from the input, and then I will say system dot out dot println, and here I will say factorial equal to, I will concatenate output here, right? So this is my program. So I think this is very easy to understand. Right now I am just receiving an input and then I am calling a method called fact. So this method will give me a factorial and I'm just printing that. Just see that the method which I say fact does not exist till now, and this is the method I will use as a recursion, and this will the method which will call it the method itself again and again to give me a factorial. Let's see how can we write that method. So for that I will create another method. So I will say public and then static, because I am calling it from the static method, so it should be static, and then it is giving me some integer because you see that this method is receiving giving me an integer as an output. So I will say public static int, and I will give the method name as fact, and this method is receiving an integer also, right? So I will say here int n. Okay, and now here I will write a logic. See, let's say the number which I have given for factorial was 4. Okay, so this is n value, so n is equal to 4 here. So what I will do, I will call the same method again as I make you understand in the beginning, like we can give 1 into 2 into 3 by while loop in the other video. There is one more way through which I can get an factorial. See, when I say 4 equal to 1 into 2 into 3, 4, it means that I am calling 4 into 3 factorial like this. The same method I will use here. I will write this line. So I will write the n equal to n minus 1 factorial. So that's my formula which I want to write here. So I will say return n into, I will call this method again factorial, and I will say n minus 1. Okay, so the same thing which I have written here, 4 into 3 factorial, the same thing, the same formula I am writing here, n into factorial of n minus 1. So what will happen, this line will return n, so let me write it in the comments. So it would be 4 into n minus 1 is fact of 3. Okay, this is how it will write. Now this will call this fact method. So this fact method will called again, and now this fact method will receive 3. Okay, and now it will again say return n into fact n minus 1. So whatever the n is, this is the n value. It will return me. It will do a into, and it will again do fact of 2. Okay, now this will call this factorial method again, and now n value is 2. It will say again the same thing, fact of n minus 1. So it will do int fact of 1. So this is how the it will return a value, right? So till the time it is calling fact of 1, and as soon as go here, which is int is 1, it will again come here. Now what I want, because see, in if you see that I just want to get these number 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which I have already got, so I don't want to continue this method. So there should be way to exit this method also, otherwise it will go to infinite loop. So here I will put a message, or I will put a condition. I will say if n is equal to 1. Okay, in that case I will say return 1. Okay, so this is the condition which I have put. You can maybe put it in a parenthesis so it's better to understand also. So this is the condition I have 1. So in the last loop when n was 1, it has returned the 1. So as soon as it returned the 1, so fact 1 will become 1, and fact 2 will become 2, fact 3 will become 3. So this is how it is, and this will be returned. Now this will be returned to the method from here it has been called. So output would be now this fact of n, which be 4 into 3 into 1, and this is we have printed. Okay, so this is how we write a factorial through a recursion. Let's try to run it. So now it says enter a number to find factorial. I will say 4, and when I hit on enter, it give me 24. Run it again. Now let's understand for 3. So I will give 3 number, and it will give me 6, right? So now it is giving the correct output, and if you see that I have used this fact method, which is calling by itself, this line is calling by itself. Always remember, whenever you create a recursion method, there should be an exit condition there. If there is no exit condition there, and if you write a formula only, it will go to infinite loop. It will give you some memory issues, and your program will not get finished, and it will give you some kind of error. Okay, so I hope I was clear in making you understand about the recursion through factorial. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.